but I said yesterday it's going to be between 9 and 10 Eastern Standard Time. I know some people, they're still, still Friday, still have the last day of this week. We'll be doing very good this week. Thankfully, alhamdulillah, rabbil alameen. I think, for somehow, I don't know how I missed an appointment, with one of the organization. I just got email, the checker on us, and they were saying, we missed the appointment, and if we need any more help, they will contact us, or we can contact them. And I will call them, and I said, actually, all of this by email, and I told them, my apology, but I thought already, that they said, it was two different organizations, but two different branches under the same organization. So my fault is I actually just pretend to, or attended to the one of meeting, and I missed the other one, and explained to her, and then I sent her the application actually to review it. So they're gonna get back with me soon. I'm sometimes just it's hard to do everything by yourself. Especially work office. I wish if I have the possibility actually to hire even remote work people. But I cannot afford it at the moment. The problem is I cannot have the enough money. To hire even somebody work 20 hours a week or 10 hours a week. On my paperwork. Grants and stuff and like that. I understand, it's this kind of work. It need multiple people, to take care of work while I'm in the field and blah 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 and all of that. So I'm here. Uh, I hope it didn't stop. Are you still there? So again, brothers and sisters, always remember, we are here to help each other. We are here to support each other. It doesn't matter the religion. It doesn't matter the culture, the language, where you're coming from. Again, we're here. We're same father and same mother, and Adam and Eve. So we are literally, we are just brothers and sisters. You know, and we are came out of the same tree. But I think when you grow up and all of this media and the parents and that, it changes the behavior. But again, you know when my parents, when I grew up, we never ask somebody, what's your religion, well, we never ask somebody, where are you coming from, we deal with people as they are. I know everywhere, there is a good and there is a bad, but also, the good always beat the bad, the good deeds always win at the end, hi everybody. Hi. So again, just a good deed, beat that bad deed, So we're here to help each other, to support each other, and as I'm doing, when you look at it, from being accountant and just have a stable life, and now I have a construction company, in the field all the time, so being in the office, in an air conditioner, and I don't break a sweat and sitting and probably not as healthy as it can be, but now, this is what I'm saying, God always working as his mysterious way and stuff, and I don't know how. And then again, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm here every single day, 365 days of live stream. We support each other, talk about everything in the chat down there. It doesn't matter where you live, your religion, your culture, or whatever, we're here to support each other mentally, emotionally, physically, if it's possible. We live in Eastern Kentucky here in United States. I know we have a lot of people, on our channel. I'm so thankful. Thank you guys, everybody that subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for all of this comment and all of this subscriber and all of this share to my videos. Thank you so much, and again, all of this supports, we're going to help people. They don't have income, the people, they don't have the support, the people they forgotten, we will help them, and again, thank you for supporting my journey in 2026. I'm going, to buy the equipment, this week, because start warming up finally after the winter storm. And then, I'm gonna take you all with me in a tour while we are fixing people roof, and while we're fixing people, while we're doing work in people's houses, to see actually how this actually affecting people. mentality, how it can release a lot of stress, how it can make them feel safe home. Because I believe always, I believe in John Austin word when he said there is nothing like staying at home for real comfort. And many people, they will look at me, and especially here, I'm, you look at the way I look. I'm Egyptian. I'm originally from Egypt. So when people look at me, it's still kind of, backing up a little bit. They still didn't know me. They're still kind of curious about, when you found something new and you still need to kind of figure out what's going on. Hi, everybody, people watching me. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're here to support each other. And anybody has a question about anything, just put it right here. Hi, Skyline. How you doing? So, guys, everybody here, we talk, we joke, we love each other, we talk about our futures, our dreams, what's bothering us. And instead of you go, pay, what's called psychologist, whatever the people go talk to these people, and pay money. We're here, you know. How was your day? And have a fun. My day was was done great. I mean, I have a lot. The only thing, what I missed one appointment today, and always it's two branches under one organization, and when I put it in my calendar, I put it as one meeting. I thought, but it was two meetings because two different branches in the same non-profit organization. So when I got email from them today, but I kind of fixed it out. I sent it. They took the application, and they consider it, But I didn't meet them in person. When you meet in person, you can actually express your feeling, express the fire that's inside you that will lead you. So again, and again, Scala, happy, I'm happy Valentine Day in advance, and I thought your day was going good, and then here, Doctor, not so happy. Is I said hello, my Egyptian friend. Hello, brother. I'm. Thank you for being here. And again, guys, I'm excited. Um, guys, there is a lot of good people out there. As when when you look at the media, when you watch at the TV, you feel like the whole world is falling apart. The whole world are just the bad guys out there. They decided, to tear you apart. No, there is nothing like that. It's just the media. They're getting paid. They want to make you anxious. They want to make you in anxieties. They want to make you all of that stuff. But literally, go deal with the people. It's a completely different world. It's completely people loving, each other. They want to make you like this. You know, proverb in Egypt, or a say in Egypt, saying it, "Farq tasud, farq tasud." So which means, set the people apart that will make them weak, and we can control them, which I don't like, but here, this is what I'm saying. We support each other, we help each other. When you look at the people, they have in their channels millions of people, millions of people. Imagine, we subscribe to each other. You know what I mean. Imagine we sub how many YouTube users every year, or every moment, millions. Imagine they are subscribed to every single channels they are going through every day, and every one of these channel, anybody, and instead of we are not subscribing or we feel jealous, I subscribe to all people. While I'm watching video, anything that caught my interest and I want to watch again, or actually people, Sophia, London. So again, we here support each other, and the I understand if YouTube that will charge people to subscribe. I understand, if we are having a hard time to get people subscribing because it's gonna cost them money and people they have. So it's a free. Same thing like I'm doing. I have a Facebook page also under my name, Khalid Sabri, and it's under my email, Khalid underscore Sabri underscore Maklad at yahoo.com. And I have also, I have my company also in there. I follow everybody. I follow every. I have about in my company profile. I have about 1.1k followers, and about 100 people like my page, and uh, in my personal, I have 2.1k people. They following. I'm following about almost 4k people. And I'm supporting. I don't know why. What is I mean, if you are there, you don't have a limit of subscribing. You don't have a limit of liking. You don't have a limit of following. So that's what I do. I don't care. If it's for free, I will give it all. Oh, let's support all of these people, because the algorithm or the numbers that work with YouTube or Facebook or all of this. If you have just 1 million subscriber or 1 million follower, and you put, you know for example, you put an ad, let's say Facebook contacted you and said you put this ad and it took, certain amount of money. If he put the ad and said, at everyone, so 1 million followers gonna see that ad, even if they're not interested in it. So the company that done its part, the Meta done its part. So they don't have to worry now. If that guy came back and asked them why I didn't get jobs to my business, they will tell him we put it and you got a million view, 1 million view. But you see that game, you know, and who's making the big bucks? You know, Jackersburg or whatever his name is. Michael Zuckerberg, whatever, Marco Khalas, you know. So this is what I'm saying, we have to support each other. We have to love each other. These guys enjoying their time, while we are paying for their fancy life. We're sitting right here, and do maybe I'm talking right now, but many people they get bored at work. When I was working as accountant, guys, many times, I get bored. I'm just in front of this number. All the excitement has gone. I finished my reports. I finished my work. I replaced the order, or I placed the order for the parts. I organized the warehouse. I done this. I done that. I make my phone calls, and now I have at least a couple hours before I go home. And if I left, I will lose 2 hours worth of money. And I go talk to the boss or talk to my boss, or tell him, can I leave? I already finished my work. I don't have anything else I can do. He said, yeah, man, that will save me money. I will just charge. Your day is gonna be just 6 hours instead of 8. So I just have to sit right there doing nothing. So at this point, either I call my wife or just scrolling at YouTube or scrolling at Facebook. Just wasting these 2 hours. And go. I mean, especially people in the office, they really need to be as a salary. Because if you finish your work today, there is no reason you hold them accountable for, you hold them as a prisoner, until they complete the 8 hours and they go home. I understand if my work, you require the whole 8 hours and maybe overtime. I understand that, but literally, if I'm accountant. Okay, I'll come in the morning. I open all the bank accounts, match them with VSP. How your work is good. I understand. I open all the bank accounts. Match them with my books. And then see what's different, because many checks after you write them, they didn't go to the bank direct. Found some companies they hold it back. So you look at the books and stuff, and then at the end of the month, you do your reconciliation for your books with the with the bank. And by the way, believe it or not, even here banks in United States, while I work as an accountant, I'll call the bank because the banks made mistakes. Do not just take their statements for granted. you know it's not, they do mistakes. Don't cook the books. Uh, no, no, no. So how I can put this. I call the banks and told them, hey guys, you done a mistake about this. It's not a big numbers, but also, you don't believe the bank statement. They make a mistake. They're human. The numbers also make a statement, reconciliation, and make a copy and send it to you in the mail. You know, you see that. So again, so after I finish, my book reconciliation, for the day, file my files, put them away, and then place order for the purchase or purchasing the orders and stuff and all of that crap stuff. And then go to the warehouse, and get to because also I made a system for the warehouse, so I know exactly what we got from ports. Most of the warehouse was parts and supplies for the company. So I'm keeping up with this because it was open house before anybody come and get everything and leave. So I've done a system. So at the end, when I finish that, I go to the warehouse, sit on my laptop and stuff, and subtract all the stuff they've been taken, and know how much I'll need to order and what I need to order, and replace the order. So that part is done, and this part is done. Fuel, go check the fuel. Do you use SAP for? No, actually, I created my own. Believe it or not, I created my own. From put it in the shelf, went every single piece in that. It took me about 60 days of work, daily work, to build it up. But now I didn't use SAP. But I use my own. Actually, I created my own. I have a little bit background about coding and programming, and hardware and software. Uh, so again, this is what I done. I placed the order. I received the ship. Because I'm getting parts every day. I receive it. Everything is done. Literally, maybe by afternoon everything is done. I don't have to do anything else. I go check on the guys because I have one. Um, I can't remember. It's been a while. I have to go back and look. But it take me quite a while, while I was working on it, because while I working in the warehouse, half of the day was a warehouse and half of the day, trying to make a barcode for every parts and every. Hold on, I'm trying. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out which one is it. Hold on. Let me see in here. Oh, I can't remember. I have a bunch of files, and this laptop is crazy killing me. And I don't know. I'll look for it. But what I was gonna say. So long story short, many days, we have also. I had another warehouse at the garage. So because the guys we working at the garage, keep coming to the warehouse, and they were smoking illegal stuff in the warehouse. So I suggested to the business owner to build a little room. The building here in the United States, how it's built. So it take about maybe 3 days until the room is done. Just the frame and the middle siding, and the middle door for it, and it's literally it take 3 days. I moved some of the parts from the main warehouse to the warehouse in the garage. So they don't have to go all the way jump to my warehouse. You know, and because every time my boss man coming to the warehouse, and they said smell is not right in this warehouse. What's going on? I really don't want to be a rat, on these people. And I didn't want to cause any problem because I got threatened before, from them. Okay, I got threatened from there before, a bad threatened actually, because thousands of dollars been gone every single day, and after we set that system, it dried up. You know, Same thing about the fuel. When I set up the fuel system, I got threat to badly, very badly. And I even went to the sheriff's office, and I told them, some of these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, they threatened me to that point, and if anything happened, to me, these guys are the one who you get accountable for it. And I get something, it's called, something, so they don't have to come close to me. So I set up that up. Many people hated me for this. Many people hated me a lot for doing this. But work is work. I've been hired there. Which actually I done it on my own because I know I can do it. I help. I didn't take the full credit for it, but I done it anyway because I didn't like the way it was going. But again, uh, I got it or run it, and then at the end of the day, all of this work, and still probably one afternoon, the work finish at 5. And really, there is nobody I'm gonna call. There's nobody gonna call me. Guys, they already got their supplies for the day. Um, there is no equipment that been in a warehouse, that need to be returned. So literally, I have 4 hours sitting on the office, doing nothing. And if I left, I have to clock out, and that's it. And the badly thing, I was the only one in the office, and I think they done this because I'm Egyptian. I'm the only foreigner in the office, and I have a green card when I came to United States till 2020, and then 2020 I become U.S. citizen, and everybody in the office, they were on salary. So if they came and work in 2 hours and left, they take the whole 8 hours, no matter what. Their salary is their salary, and they have medical insurance. They have all kind of benefits. They have a company vehicle to drive it and everything. I'm the only one who didn't have anything but my 7.25 an hour, and then pump to be 8, 9, 10 every single week was giving me literally 25 cents more. So this week I work for 7.25. Next week, I was working for 7.50. The week after was 7.70. I will never forget that. I will never ever forget such a thing. You know, they plied me very well because I didn't know nothing. You know. All right, brother. You be careful, brother. I know night shift is kind of a little bit rough. I was sometimes when I work as a night shift. You be careful, brother, and thank you for supporting me. I will see you tomorrow. You have a sweet dream, brother. So, again, guys, any business owner that is listening to me or any worker, let's try to make it sense. Let's try to make it easier for each other. You know, uh, we don't have to take advantage of each other. If that guy hired the job, if you hired a contractor, you're not gonna pay him by hour. He will come and change a faucet for you, $100, and he will leave. If he able to change that faucet for 10 minutes and he left, that's it. He's gonna get his $100 and leave. Same thing like an employee. I don't know why people, they work, hire people by hours, and they know their jobs is gonna take just 6 hours a day or 4 hours a day. Why you want them, be a prisoner with side? Pump their hourly rate. Let them work a little bit less and take the same amount of money. They're happy, you're happy, everybody happy. The productivity of the people will grow because the people feel comfortable, feeling attached to this place, belong to this place. This is why I want to hire people in my company as a contractor or as a W-2s or any of that people. I hire them, as a partner because I cannot grow by myself. You know, Amazon guy didn't grow by himself. Meta guy didn't grow by himself. All of these big tech company, they didn't grow by themselves. And most of them, they don't have a degree, in coding and adding programs. You see that it just this is many people, they were telling me, now you're a boss. Now you have to tell them, what to do. Yeah, I have to tell them what to do. Uh, Yeah, I agree. I agree. You see, he said, yeah, I claim for work, and it take about 5 hours, but I drag it out and it twiddle my thumb. Yeah, that's what happened with everybody, literally. I even work in a restaurant one time, and the one day there 12 hours a day. Okay, my job literally don't start, till the last 4 hours of the shift. So I come and stay 8 hours just doing nothing. I'm just walking around, look at here, look at there, scrolling in my phone, doing anything, drinking water, go get coffee from back in there, uh, keep doing this, tea, blah, 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 all of that until the last 4 hours, do my work and leave. So you let me stay here 12 hours a day for what's worth 4 hours work. Exactly. You said, I would be much happier and better worker if it's just 5 hours with increased pay. Exactly. You're gonna finish the job in 5 hours. That means you will go home early, 3 hours early. That means you will go home, you will eat, drink, watch TV, having fun with your family, sleep, waking up more energized, more happy. You're getting good pay. You're getting, even if for 5 hours, the same amount of the 8 hours, but just for 5 hours. So you have more time for yourself. You have more time for your family. You know, this is why I'm just considering why the business owner making it harder on the worker. This is how it's supposed to be. I'm just wondering, this is how it's supposed to be. You think you be smart by getting the people work 8 hours, while it's literally their job will be finished in 4 hours. I understand if you have a restaurant, you need them all the time because you don't know who's coming and eat. Yeah, yeah, that's right. You know, VSP said in here it would also increase the economy because people would have more time to go do things and spend money. That sounds. You see, that smart guy right there. I appreciate you for sharing your opinion with me. You see that many countries, by the way, maybe we are in the only place in a place on Earth now beside the Middle East. Some of them, even Dubai and Qatar start doing 6 hours day. And in Egypt, even I now I heard some suggestion from the people in I think it's a Congress or somewhere or in Egypt. They were saying they want to start the day at 6 in the morning and finish it by noon, by 12. That's it, 6 to 12. That's it, and let the people enjoy the rest of their day. So with 6 to 12, this is 6 hour of work, no breaks, just a 6 to 12 direct, and then the whole everything close at 12. And then all the people go enjoy their time. So imagine you finish work at 12 o'clock. Okay, you will go have fun with your family. You still have the much more time in the daylight. You can go if you have above ground pool, you can swim in it with your kids. If you have any activity in the winter to go to do it, you're gonna have much more time, much more productivity. You will feel human. But we arrived to the point here in United States market, and that's so sad. Hi Dora, nice to see you here again. So we arrived to point here in the United States to be, as soon as you go in the market as a worker, you're gonna be as a rat race. Wake up, work, sleep. Wake up, work, sleep. Friday get paid. Pay your bills. Go back, sleep. Wake up, work. Pay your bills. Get back, and that's circle, 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 circle till you're 65 or retirement age, and then you're done. And found some people they cannot get to retirement age, especially here in Eastern Kentucky. You will still find people that are 80 and 90 that are still working. Why? Because they're still making a minimum wages and they cannot contribute to the IRA or a retirement account or a Roth IRA or all of that crap stuff. And their work, business owner, they not provide anything for their retirement. Only thing they have their social security, and social security after 65, if you're not making too much, you might be getting five, six, seven, $800 a month, and this is not going to be enough for a couple times visiting the grocery store or three times visiting grocery store. 150, so about 600. Yeah, 350, 350, 350. This is $450 out of this 800 you're getting. It's not including fuel, insurance, and all of that. So how are you going to make it? So people, and that makes it, that's a break my heart. That's a break my heart. When I see people, they're barely standing, working as a cashier in Walmart or in Dollar General or all of the other store brand, so nobody sue us, while we're talking about them. I understand, I appreciate all of this store, they're giving them a job, but what I'm saying, if I'm a business owner and I have an older guy that will work for me, probably he's the one who is gonna be getting the most pay, even if he's less productivity. Not just because first of all, he is a warrior. And I know it's not warrior by choice. He has to be a warrior in order to be still alive. Because he didn't give up and just stay at home and live on that $800 Social Security retirement check. You know, and so he went there. He said, I have to pay the bills. And the problem here in the United States, guys, also, if you didn't pay your bill, you get disconnect notice immediately. And if you didn't pay it in the time, they will give you a week. And if you didn't pay it, your power is gone, your water is gone. They don't care, who you are. And there is no law that will stop them from doing this. Even if it's in the coldest weather, they will come and cut your power, they will come and cut your water. And then, that's it. They will treating you are like a machine. If you're a machine and you're not making any productivity for them and making money for them, they will consider you lost cause. Cut the power, cut the water, he will know how to live. This is why many people I know here, especially in rural area, is starting to be live off the grid. solar power system for their house, so their house running on sun, uh, 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 saving water from rainwater, snow, and stuff. And the many people that live off the grid, they're so happy we get that much snow. They're so happy we get that much resources. The rain. They love when it's raining so hard, because they got so much water, reserved water. They have power. They have everything, and they have the trees around them, and then property. Cut the trees, make a fire for the fireplace, warm the place. And plus the power and everything. And literally, the only thing they are paying for is just their phone bills and their insurance for their car, and that's it. And then when you go to the Amish people in here, Amish people, they don't do that. Amish people in here, they hi Raul. Amish people, they're still using the carrot, and the horses, and but they are so freaking creative. One time we took crane mat to the Amish people, okay, and they have a loader that's running by horses. Can you imagine that? They were loading a flatbed truck. It has 12 crane mat with a very, very, very basic equipment. Couple horses and the loader that would I don't know, just crazy when I looked at it. And the truck driver is the one who actually took the video and film it, and it was like, he was shocked about these guys are very, 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 very creative. And this is why, in the Amish community, I know they're kind of, which kind of I believe them, they are still not corrupted yet. you know, because they don't have much media. The Amish people, they live on a very minimum stuff. Everything in their community, they don't go outside. And if anybody have a problem, they will help it. Like for example, uh, there is Amish community not far from here. One of the people in the Amish community, their house burned down. They built another house in 36 hours. Can you build a house in 36 hours? I cannot. Even my company cannot. But the whole Amish community got together. They reused the wood that been burned in there, whatever it's good. They reused every single material, paint and stuff, and done everything. And anybody has a piece of scrap wood, Kitty, quit. She keeps scratching the. So they got everybody here have a piece of wood in their house. They don't need a piece of furniture. They don't need or anything. They got everything together and they build a house for the guy and his family in maybe a little bit over 36 hours. But 36 hours to build a house. I mean, it's awesome. I believe they're Amish people idea. I love the way they done. Bro, you have a hard disease because some of the senses. I'm thankful to Allah I have it. If I have a heart disease, it's because Allah wants me to have it. I'm so thankful, for everything. Alhamdulillah. And thank you for your support, brother. Thank you for this. If we try to do that, we would get hit by code, laws, rules, regulation. Yep, I agree. I agree. And almost people, they don't do that. They have their enclosed community. I mean, it's enclosed in them. They will, but it's done. It's done. You know. ما شاء الله تبارك الله. الله يعينك. الله يعينك ويحافظ عليك ويهديك بإذن الله. ما شاء الله تبارك الله. Pakistan. Guys, these people from Pakistan, I appreciate them so much. I dealt with some Pakistani people. I mean, there is one of the nicest people on earth. I dealt with a few of them. I dealt with a lot of people from them, but I dealt from some people from Pakistan. And guys, their hospitality, the warm feeling in the hospitality, it's just awesome. I went into area maybe a 50 miles or 75 miles to a guy. He work as a surgeon. He's from Pakistan, but he live in here. He lived in Virginia, and because also he work as a surgeon in a rural area, and also his field is very rare. Have people working in a rural area, they go work in a big cities to make a big bucks. But he's in here between Virginia and Eastern Kentucky, so he have two houses. He have one in Virginia and he have one in Eastern Kentucky. He said, and all of this by referral. Somebody refer me to him. He has a house. He has it for 3 years, and he just visit the house once a year or something. And he said, brother, I just have a difficulty with this house. And we were talking at the mosque, I think. He said, brother, I have a difficulty with this house. I don't think I'll be able to live in it anymore. No, there's no problem with the house. It's just the house is too big for me. My kids already graduated, and everybody, everyone is their own now. Just me and my wife live in that Virginia home, and we really don't use it here. And when I come to the hospital, I have a place to stay at the hospital. So I don't have any use for it. So can you sell it for me? And after you fix it up. So I went with him, and we look around the house. All what it needs really just a few paints. It has a couple of tiles that been popped up from the weather. We fixed that. Some drawing on the walls from the when they were kids. Hi, how you doing? Why, yeah, nice to see you here again. And so I went with him. I look, some drywall damage, from I think he was hanging some TVs in there and stuff, and they took them with them or something, and still whole. So we fixed the whole house, kitchen, and literally the whole house from A to Z. It took us about a month of work. It was pretty big house, so everything we done, the cover porch, the room, every single room. We pressure washed the house. We cut the grass. We done everything. Uh, what kind of Oga Boga speak is this? Okay, the Oga Boga speak of this. This is we're talking about helping each other. It doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your culture, your thoughts, your anything. We're her brother and sister, same mother and same father, same tree we're coming from, just different thoughts and different environment we grow in. But at the end, we are brother and sister. Again, let's make a long story short. Uh, I went to that guy, and he's from Pakistan, and he was so nice. He just believed in me. Can you imagine, guys? Somebody give you the key for their house, and he said, brother, I believe in you, and I really don't have much time to mess around this house. If you are able to sell it, sell it. I don't know how much you charge for selling it. I told him I'm not charging anything. I'm just gonna post it like anybody other post. Some people interested, I will get them in here, and then I will put you in touch with them, and you deal with them from there. Is it sounds good? He said, yeah, sounds good. I said, what do you want? I told him I really don't want anything. I have my hardware store card. They have it in there. So probably feel the same about. Yes, I do also here, and actually not far, about maybe 20 miles away from my home, so about 20 minutes. I help one of the guys. He's at the Indian community, and he. But let me finish this story first. Let me finish this story. So he said, brother, finish everything, send me a receipt, and I will send you I will send you either ACH, or I will send you a check, or PayPal. So I told him, whatever, brother, it's okay. He said, you need any money in the front? I told him, if you can afford it, go ahead. If you can't, just you don't have to worry about it. So he left me a little bit money, and I told him I appreciate that. He gave me the key, and I got the guys. We finished the house in about a month, and then and by the way, that Pakistani guy, he's the one referred me to that gas station owner. He's from India, and the thing is from, I can't remember exactly, but I still have he and that guy. He referred me to the Indian community here in Eastern Kentucky, and I'm doing a lot of work for them. And they're all nice. Every time I go to them, they want to feed me. It's like I'm their baby or something. They want to feed me. Want to provide food. And then and they're. I love the tea, brother. Oh gosh, they have an amazing Kirk tea. The key, the tea, come with, it's like condensed milk and stuff. Put it in it and some spices. Put it in the tea, and it's like, I can drink that all day long. Even Ramadan, when we go to the mosque, there is, the good thing here in Eastern Kentucky, because we are separated. We don't have much Muslims in Eastern Kentucky. So go there, you'll find people from Egypt, Syria, Iraq, Libya, Yemen, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Allahumma salli ala Nabi, from Jordan, from Palestine, from Saudi Arabia, Sudan, Algeria. I didn't find anybody from Iran yet, but German. I have German, and then the rest of them, they are American guys. Allah put them in the right place. Guided them, to Islam. But we come, and most of them people in there. So most of the people in the mosque, they are from Bangladesh and from Pakistan and from India, but the majority is Indian, and even the responsible for the mosque is from India. Uh, Yes, absolutely, absolutely. It's amazing. It's okay, brother. I love Eastern Kentucky. It's a lovely place. It has a lot of resources, but it's these resources been robbed by the big corporate. We have a lot of coal, a lot of natural gas, a lot of logs, a lot of everything that makes Eastern Kentucky one of the richest places in Eastern in whole Kentucky. We have the resources, but the corporate, the stake. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Habibi, Habibi. All the way here, from here, all the way where you live. And again, brother, whoever new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're here to talk, and I love to see you all here. I love the comments, the energizing you guys, and every thoughts, talk, anything in here. I love to see you here. Uh, so again, guys, you see, I never, couple days ago, I helped a lady. She's about 70 years old. She has a Nissan Altima, and her income is about $600 a month. She's retired, and this is her only income. And she live in a rental place, and her rent, it literally take over half what she makes. You know, she live in credit cards, make a minimum payments. And she showed me what she owes. My heart stopped for like maybe couple minutes before I realized, the number. But this is how she live on it, because you really can't live in $600 a month in the United States, in here, in anywhere in the world, actually, me. No, not anywhere in the world, in the United States, but you can live it, in any other part of the cheaper countries. Uh, so she said, I have, I bought the brake pads for my car, but I could not change them, and I could not get somebody to drive the car to take it to the shop, and I don't have any enough money to put gas in the car to take it to the shop. So, do you know somebody? She didn't ask me direct, but she said, "Do you know somebody would put the brakes on my car? And I will pay them later." So I told him, "Don't worry about it." So next day, I just got my tools and got stuff, and we went as front of her house. And told her, "Can I have your car key?" And she said, "What you gonna do?" I said, "I just don't worry." So I got my tools, tuck, 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 tuck. I changed the brake pads, tried the car, everything fine. I told her, gave her the car. I said, "God bless you, sister." You know. And I even brought brought with me 5 gallon of gas, because the biggest jug I got is 5 gallon. I put the gas in her car, and I just left, and I told her, I left her with some of my business card. And I told her, "Cece, if you want anything, just don't hesitate to call me back." And believe me, guys, to see how good deeds will always work. And I didn't even lift the lot yet. A guy, he has a bunch of property. He buy abandoned properties, and he stopped me. He said, "Brother, I would like to talk to you for a minute, if you don't have." And I think he was testing me also. He said, "Okay, I have a problem too. If you're able to help me." I said, "Listen, when it comes to help, I think I love helping people. So what is your problem, brother? What do you have? He said, I have F-150 truck, red truck, and it's been sitting here for 6 months, and I have a flat tire, and I tried to change it, but I think it's stuck. And yeah, it's stuck. It's been sitting there. You know, the rust actually seized the tire to the rotor of the car, of the of the truck, and the front end. So I looked at it. So I told him, "Don't worry, brother. I got the spare tire. Spare tire looks good. I pumped some air in it with my air compressor, and uh, I lifted it. I mean, with WD for the loop to ease it up. I left it there for probably 10-15 minutes, and then I got my sledgehammer hit as hard as I can hit. I was shaking the truck. I was afraid the floor jack was gonna collapse. you know I hit it as hard as I can. So I keep hit, tuck, tuck, tuck. Even the guy came, he thought I'm actually, I'm actually destroying his truck. But that thing was super seized in there. It's not, there is no other way, you can get it out. So it was as hard as I can, tuck, tuck, tuck. And even my ears hurts from the noise. But sadly, not sadly, thankfully, I got it out, and, but the tire itself that was in flat for a while, the tire itself, sadly, it's gone. So the only thing he has now is a spare tire, so he have to buy a tire. So long story short, I fixed the tire, tried it, worked just fine, and I told him, you have just try it, drive it back and forth and stuff, to ease up the rest of the tires. So he said, okay. He said, okay, brother, let me tell you this. Uh, I wish, brother, believe me, this Toyota Hilux Land Cruiser, oh gosh, guys, these cars will never die. Yes, I need to buy. I have some of them. I don't wear them sometimes. I just didn't expect it. So that guy, he has a 12 houses in West Virginia. You know, and he explained to me why they kind of abandoned property. He said, because there is rich area, and then there is it's a SHIT area in here, and there is rich area and SHIT in here. So the people in the middle, they don't live in between this, because this rich area make everything expensive around it. So people, they don't want to live in here. So he bought them cheap. So he said, would you be interested, to help me, reviving or fixing these homes, and I will pay you, to do this, and if you help me to rent it, I will make you the property manager. I told him, brother, I will. He also live in social security, and that's what his income. So it was amazing, I made communication. I got a lot of work, because I just have a good deed to go help somebody for nothing. I never expect anything in return, but it just immediately got to you. He said, hey, I'm right there. Do you think, I'm going to let you help people on your own? It's my job to help people. It's not your job. I might use you to deliver the service to them, but I'm not going to let you do it on your own. So immediately he said, here, you want work? Here. You have a 12 home to fix. You see that, guys? Just, as I said, always try to be kind. Always try to be good. Always look at the brighter side. How many people they said, all Tacoma, but no. I don't think Tacoma's comparison to Helix, man. Oh gosh, I know some Bedouin people from Egypt. The Bedouin, the people live in the deserts. I saw some tires in their car since 1988. It not been changed, and still work fine. And I thought at the beginning that he was joking. Until he can, okay. He said, تعال ريك. He said, it's like, come here, let me show you. And the tire was older than me. I was in June '88. That year when I think it's when February or March. I think '88. And still, I don't know what the heck they were made it out from. But these tires are still good. I know they're using it in the sand most of the time. It's not making that traction with like black top we have in here, but still also. You never tried to drive it in a black top for a few times? It's no, we drive it all the time. I told them, when did you last time, bought tires? They said, then the new ones. I bought a tire for them, but this old one still didn't buy a tire for it. Tires don't want to wear out. My Googa Gaga. How did you know I was in the middle? Because I saw you there, brother. Where you were passing by, and I said hi, and you looked at me up and down and said, "What are you looking at?" And you left me. I told you you're a biggie boo, and he told me, "No, I'm a goo goo goo." I told you you're not a biggie boo. You said I'm a giga goo goo. I said, "My apology, brother," and then you left. This is how did I know you? Or I saw you in the Middle East. So again, brothers and sisters, I'm waiting for the rest of the people to come in here. I don't know what is Hazel. I think Hazel might be showing up at the end of the video, like every day she come. She's an alien, live in California. She's resident alien. Yeah, she's from Mars and she live in here. She will come and drop her comment, and she will make every single person on this, in this live stream, maybe on YouTube, will cackle laughing. I have to call my wife many times, when she's sleeping, say, hey, come and read this. Or I would tell her comment. Your accent has fused with an Appalachian accent and it sounds awesome, brother. You're not only one. You're not only one say that. They sometimes I feel like I want to hide the accent, but I can't. When in Egypt they'll teach us the bridge English, okay? So ome o e, and all of that, and half of the day, you drink tea, and the other day you ate the tea in the words, So can we wrestle in my tent, brother? I don't want to say I'm a certified wrestler, but my son, he's a wrestler, and we've been fighting together, So but I don't want to fight in a tent. I think you have to buy another one. We fight in a wild in here. You're gonna get muddy, brother. So again, we just kind of bridge English, and then come to United States here. I didn't understand a word coming out of their people for the people's mouth. Even I asked my wife, told her, "Did you speak English?" For a moment, I really don't understand. With all my respect, did you watch the Ireland movie with English when he went to, I think, to arrest that guy from very very deep and rural area, and he was, I think, three policemen, and they were asking him who shot the guy. And he's going, "Oh, the guy was." So the police officer was asking, you know what he said? He said that guy shot that guy, and I think, he shot him was 3 in the morning. I didn't hear a word. And this is exactly what I felt when I came here in Eastern Kentucky. Accent is, I mean, it's accent. The accent is just like, it's like, are you really speaking English? It's like, guys, are you really speaking English right now? Many times I have to ask my wife what they asking me, or I have to figure out what they're asking me. Uh, Even I have an nasty guy, he keep telling me, hey, towel here, hey, towel here. I don't know what he's saying, And then my wife, she explained to me, he was telling me towel head, and so many times, just kind of, it's kind of, but when I working on a warehouse and I start to actually get touch with people, and now all of us now, understand that my wife sometimes she's telling me, you now have to deal with them better than me. I live in here most of my life, but it just, and again, guys, the connection, the relationship, uh, is always good. Again, if I can make a relationship with all the world, I will. And I'm sharing my experience in here to not just telling the people live in the United States. to tell the people all the world. There is a lot of people that come to United States every day, legally or illegally. Uh, they don't have any experience. They don't have. I didn't have enough one person that will tell me on YouTube when I came to United States, hey, be careful. There is some business owners, even if you are legal to come to United States, will take advantage of you because you have no idea about living expenses, insurance, blah blah blah, all the living expenses, and they will try to give you the minimum wages. And this is 2017, 18. Nobody told me that. I just found myself a week after I arrived, literally 7 business days. Let's say 7 business days, not regular days. I found myself in a job. I got there. They were super excited having me. I didn't know why. You know, I feel like I look at the minute and they say, you know, why I am. I mean, they don't have somebody like that? What happened after we die before the grave? Ziad. Ziad, uh, after we die before the grave, we will pray for you, brother. We will wash you, put you in a coffin, pray, and then, we will put you in a grave and, you know, but Allah give you long life, brother. Uh, Alhamdulillah, guys, it's literally, there is life after death. There is a long life, you're gonna enjoy it. And yeah, I know, bro. Most of the people that are wondering what the heck he's saying. Guys. It's just look at it this way. Your creator, he's not gonna leave you by you on your own in this world. He's not gonna and you still have some power. Uh, your soul will go back to to Jibril, and from Jibril, you will start, asking you, you know. But your soul, it's gonna be, an angel, and they're gonna be, between Allah's hands, to be asked, all of this question, Allah, يثبت قلوبنا إن شاء الله. Allah, will maintain our soul, and maintain our faith. So again, guys, I mean, many people they think, but our Creator, He never forget us in this world, and we have so much power. We have our health, we have our, muscles, and we have our everything. He will never forget us when we are powerless. You know what I mean? Hello, Satch, Janice, Janice. How are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from? And guys, whoever is still here new, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love to have you all here. All of these comments and all of this conversation, it's conditioning our brains. It help us. And we still, I'm still waiting for Jasawako, for Hazel and Hazel. I have two Hazel. One Hazel 1.0 and Hazel 2.0. Hazel 1.0, she's the alien from California, and then 2.0 Hazel, she's from India. Both of them are awesome. And then we have also I have her in here. She came early, Dora and Sophia. Peyton, I think he didn't make it comment here yet. They said, as I will say, I don't care if a person came to this country illegally or legally, as long as they embrace the culture and the language as well as you have. Your story makes me proud to be American, and you know, uh, I'm so proud to be American. You know. In many different ways. If you ask me why you're proud to be American, I will tell you why. Maybe many people they don't see it this way, but I see it this way. This country will give you the qualification to be a good person. Will give you the qualification to achieve your dream if you are willing to work for it. Will give you the assist, to be so when I see, with due all the respect, mentality, thoughts, everything, when I see people, they are homeless, and they are in their 20s or in their 30s or even in their 40s. I know the drugs sometimes have a drug problem and stuff, but guys, come, your heart, your power, man, come on. Guys, I swear, I mean, You know, yeah, guys, I came from rich family. I came from very, very, very damn rich family. You know, and even my father, got very mad at me leaving Egypt and coming United States. Some people ask me why. I'll tell you why. We have a big fat construction company. We have a big fat car dealer. We have a big fat appliance company. We have a big fat everything. We have bunch of farms. We have bunch of everything. We could possibly real estate everything. I was the head of the company. My father, he put me in the head of the company because since I was he you know Yes, I'm مصري حبيبي. حبيبك من مصر كان من اسيوط. انا كان من اسيوط وكنت قاعد في الجيزه وبعد كده جيت مصر. يعني انا originally I'm from Asyut in South Egypt, and then I moved to Giza. I lived in Giza a little bit, to do a work for my father for sure. And then I left. I came to United States here in 2017, and I have to turn every single connection off because I know my father. He knows people. He has a connection, and connection, no connection. He can actually let me off the airplane, believe it or not. So, or actually, maybe I will not even able to go in the airport. So I can turn everything off at night, and nobody see anything. I put my luggage in the taxi. I made a deal with the taxi. I left the car key in the apartment, everything like it's normal. So the guy in the garage down there, he didn't suspect anything, that the guard, for the door, they didn't expect anything. I just kind of make, it's like a mission impossible 14. It's like, literally, I booked everything secretly. I lived secretly, and everything was in literally, I didn't have a single connection. I turned every single thing off until I am in my house in Eastern Kentucky. And my dad got mad and didn't talk to me for probably couple years. He didn't even want to hear from me. I called him, he didn't answer. I sent him a message, he didn't answer. I beg him, he didn't. My mother understand, because I love my girl and I want to stay with her. She's super sweet, and she's just an angel on earth, and I see her. She's just like a little tiny girl, a baby girl, pretty much. I consider her before. I know that sounds weird, but she's my wife, and I see on her. God didn't give me, Allah didn't give me any daughters. He gave me a little boy, but I was praying for a daughter, but He didn't give me any daughter. So I consider her my daughter. So I'm treating her sometimes like my daughter. Little tiny girl. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. I love her so much, and I will always do. She's always support, guys. Please listen to this. When you decided to choose your partner and the rest of your life, choose wisely. Choose somebody gonna support you. My wife supporting me in every single way. My wife supported me when I was almost gonna be, or all of us gonna be homeless. My wife supported me and when I have no income and she's the one who's working. My wife supported me mentally, emotionally. When I went to pitch in front of the people, okay, my first time pitch for my company, and I went to profit organization, and some kind of widely in between Kentucky and some big organization in the United States coming, and this is important, and there is a lot of people listening. My heart was down there. I felt like my heart was literally inside my throat. I just, right, I can't even breathe. It's all the people there feel like you can feel the atmosphere, how it's feel like it's makes the people feel anxious. All the people come with this big idea, and my idea also is good, not just to improve the community and improve. I'm getting all the culture I learned from Egypt and all the business administration and all the accounting, trying to put it in here. Trying to develop the area, not just for me, for the community, for the rehab, for the people with spastic, or trying to decrease them, the drug use and the crime, levels. So my idea was big and it's still getting bigger. So my wife, she was with me, and she keep supporting me, and loud in front of all of these people, standing up to go to the, you know where the people speak, to take the mic in front of this. Every time I remember, it was bunch. I mean, it's like a theater, bunch of people, from different, different different side, of the country, and people here, important people coming, people in authority coming in here, so everybody, every word coming out of your mouth, it's you gotta get accountable for it. Not just this, you get either gonna get the support or you're not gonna get the support. Loves you too, brother. Believe me, he loves all of us, and we love him too. So again, I stand in front of these people. I'm doing great, brother. I'm Bobby. We can only be saved by Jesus, brother. Again, brother and sister, here we're help to each other. And please don't forget to subscribe and like and share. And again, guys, here we are brothers and sister. We support each other regardless of religion, regardless thoughts, idea, color, language. I know a little bit language. I know Arabic. I know English. I know a little bit Spanish. A little bit German. A little bit French. You know. I know a little bit here and there to carry a conversation, but again, we still have a lot of people from the earth, and I'm so glad, my channel has from north to south to east to west to all of us, we have them in here, and I'm glad, and this is what telling you people in here. Uh, she's gonna be here. You're talking about Hazel or Dora? Which one? Both of them, I think, from California. But I think you're talking about Hazel. Both of you were having kind of argue yesterday, or not argue, but she was about to. You both of your comments was crazy. I love their comments. So again, I kind of dropped what I was talking about. Oh, and then front of all of these guys, I start talking. Uh, Good afternoon. My name is Khaled Sabri. Uh, and then I start to introduce my company. You know, and then in Eastern Kentucky, there is a lot of problems. There is a lot of, I have the pitch, in here, and I say, there's nothing. My favorite word for Jane Austen, when he said, or when he wrote that, there is nothing, and always remember this, there is nothing like staying at home for real comfort. Home, sweet home, and all of that. Literally, imagine people coming from long, tired day, coming home, and they cannot have a warm home because they have a broken window, cannot afford to fix it. It's not because cannot afford to buy the window, because if they buy the window, the guy coming unreliable could break the window and break the structure, and it's not gonna able to fix and getting the problem worsen. So they delay it. Put tape on the broken window or put a cardboard. Well, it's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop the weather from coming in. Or they have, literally, guys, I saw people, they have a broken roof, and literally only thing they're using up there, literally the hole is going through the ceiling. So if you stand in a living room, you look at the ceiling, you'll see the tarp up there, the blue tarp still leaking. They have a bucket under there. But what they don't know, all of that leak, that's destroying the structure. It's not just about the hole. Most of the houses made in the United States made out of wood. Wood, cardboard, which is the gypsum boards, and some insulation. All of this stuff, when it get wet, it's rotted. It's a hazard materials. So imagine after coming back from a hard day, going back to this place, and all what you found is that situation. So instead of you sitting here in the living room with your family, enjoying dinner, watching TV, or drinking some tea or herbal tea or whatever you're drinking, before go to bed, only thing you're worrying about, okay, where I'm gonna get the money to fix that, and just keep getting worse. Where I'm gonna get money, we're just barely covering. We live check by check, like any average United States, which just makes me sad. We in the United States, guys, we have big problem about budgeting and financing. So he's sitting right there on the couch looking at the big a hole ceiling, has a hole in the ceiling and holes in the roof. So where I'm gonna get the money to get roof fixed first before get the ceiling fixed, and then where I'm gonna get the money to fix the ceiling, so they can put insulation, so I don't have to lose, air or getting cold or warm. So then instead of being, home sweet home or real home, like staying at comfort for, staying at home for real comfort, it's not gonna real comfort. It's gonna real confusion, gonna real depressed, real depression. You know what I mean? You're coming home and there's a lot of problem waiting for you at home. So this is why I created this company. And I know in Eastern Kentucky, sadly, we have very low income area. We are in a very lowest income area in the whole country. And I can prove it 1000%. This is why our community is dying. Why? Why would I stay in a community? I have all qualification. My wife, she has a bachelor degree in Spanish, teaching Spanish, and she's now in a university to be LBD teacher. And I have a bachelor degree in accountant, and I'm a certified, public accountant, and I have a construction company. I know how to build a home from the ground up, from the pouring the foundation all the way to be done and be fancy for cheaper price. I know how to fix that and do this bifadlillah. All of that I know how to do it. Many people they advise us and pushed us so hard. Say, guys, please, for God's sake, go help yourself, move to another city, and you will make a ton a lot of money. But then what? What's the purpose then of creating my company? I will just be like a regular construction guy. You know, wake up in the morning trying to go fix a faucet for 150 or $175, $200 faucet. And go work here and there. Help people. And it's gonna be the same situation. It's not gonna be the same situation. It will be making money. We're gonna be live. Good. But also, Eastern Kentucky, guys, it's like, I don't want to say it's a piece of heaven. It is. When you wake up in the morning and all of that green stuff and all of that big grass yard around your house, when you can leave your car open, and nobody gonna get in your car. When you leave your garage open and or you forgot the garage door open, and for sure nobody gonna get in there. Uh, uh, which is still we have still some kind of problem. And I don't say the community is 100% safe, but it's still we still live in a safe area, but also all this wild animal, when you can just only take your car and go up here, uphill, literally uphill there. You'll look at the elk, you'll look at the wild horses, you'll look at the baby deers walking around, all of this, apple farms and grape farms, and all of this area. You're just sitting right there and watching, and then we have airport in here, a small little tiny airport. You see, the people, rich people, they kind of bring their jets, getting fuel and leave again. But you will see that, and you will go watch there, and the only thing again, we don't have much entertaining in here. Only thing when people get entertaining, they're eating. They have to take their family and go eat in a restaurant. They're the most entertaining thing they can get. Or they have to travel to go to Florida. They have to travel to go to Louisville. They have to travel to go to bigger city in order to go to even the zoo, or Cincinnati, or Tennessee. So this is what I'm saying. This is you know. But I love this area for many reasons. I love this area because I know people here deserve it. We are people here, they're forgotten, and for my beliefs and my feelings, and I love helping people out. I will just go ahead and help them. I will go ahead and help, and there's a lot of communities and a lot of organization, non-profit organization, and thanks to all of this organization working in Eastern Kentucky so hard, to Yammers. How are you doing? Are you Muhammad? No, I'm Khalid. Muhammad is my big brother. Literally, he's my older brother. He's about a year older than me. So again, I'm here. I love what I'm doing. I enjoy it, even if I'm not making much money out of it. But I will keep doing it because Every time I wake up in the morning, I feel all of that love, and I find all of that people, they talk to me, they ask for help, support, and I know the channels where to get the grants to help them out. It just gave me so much power. Just right here, I feel it in my chest like a big volcano. Just telling me go help people, go do, and I love it. I'm in love with it. I just imagine go fixing people's roof and tell them, hey guys, your roof got fixed for free. You know, somebody could get a heart attack from happiness right there. You know, Same thing, like foundation. Many people, found broken foundation, broken windows, the cheapest thing, windows. A broken window, they literally put a tape to put the glass, to keep the glass together. Tape it with duct tape. And I just measure and I lift. I didn't even tell them where I'm going. Came back with a new window. Tack, 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 and installed it. Okay, guys, do you need anything? Okay, how much do we owe you? Only thing I told them, only thing you owe me is say thank you to the supporter. They are the one who paid for that. And not just this, just don't forget to refer my company, referral, because we're using marketing money also, to help people out. Instead of go paying Google and go paying big tech companies, they really have enough money. I'm using this money to use the people, and word of mouth is, or it's a really strong social, especially in Eastern Kentucky here, among the churches, among the community, the mosques, all of the worship places, restaurants. You help just right there, and let it go, and believe it or not, it will return to you immediately. It happened to me a couple days ago. Immediately. Seriously, I was going to help somebody to change their brake pads, and I go there like it's for nothing. I got 14 houses to get fixed. You know, uh, can you imagine that? I know it's a little bit farther drive because it's somewhere in West Virginia. It's about hour 15, hour 20 minutes drive. You know, but again, all of this, it's worth it. But my point is, love each other, help each other. You know, even if the other side, still feel like competitive, or the competitive view, we are brothers and sisters. I love to support people to get success, to be successful, to be self-sufficient. We are not here to fight each other, or how I'm showing off, I'm better than you. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm right here in my situation, and my brother and sister over there in Egypt. And because I know Ramadan is going and there's stuff like this, I call them. I know they don't need anything from me, but I call them. Hey brother, how you doing? How this stuff doing? I told them, do you all need anything? Or my sister, she's an engineer. She's a civil engineer. Her and her husband, they're making shit a lot of money. And I called them. I called her. Hi, see, how you doing? I miss you, and I miss the kids. Soon I'm gonna see you, inshallah. And do you, or Anas, your husband, do you need anything from me? I can provide, or I can help. And she laugh. She know the situation, so she kinda, she kinda laugh, but she appreciate that I called her. Same thing, my parents. My parents, they can provide for me and probably 15 other 100 families, take care of it from A to Z. But I called my parents and go, hello, how are you doing? Hi, mom, I missed you. But guys, would you pray my mom for her? She got kind of trouble, and I think, they are suspecting, breast cancer. So inshallah, maybe it will be false, which is, I hope, I'm praying for her, it could be false alarm. So again, she's I call her. She laughed too. My mother laughed too. Who so she kind of like, okay, okay, okay. She knows, I know you're joking. I told her, no, mama, I'm not joking. I'm dead serious here. If you need anything, just let me know. I called my little brother. He's just still, and he just finished his education, and he was telling me, yeah, whatever he said will help. I told him, Abdu, you really need the money. He said no, but if I wouldn't say no to the money. Anything coming extra, that's how it's fine. uh, oh yeah, somebody's gonna fix the juicy food when I get home. So he's gonna fix meatball sub when he get home. Remember, don't make it super spicy. Or it's gonna set you back on fire. Especially going before bed, it's gonna keep you up. So what I was gonna say. So I just call people, and make sure they don't need anything. They need something, or I'm just, I would, I don't know. My parents put me this way, or they're because I see my parents. They're always this way, helping this way, and this is what makes me help people all the time. So this is what I'm saying. I mean, even if my kid right here, he surprised me, and he surprised me every day, and I'm so thankful to Allah. Alhamdulillah. Guys, I am so blessed to the point of how I can put this. I'm so blessed to the point of really so blessed. Just the only thing I can say. And I really don't have much words to explain how blessed I am with, not just with you all, with my family, with the resources, with the people helping, with everything, going on in my life. And the course of going, and every time I want to sit by myself and say, what in the world that move you from being accountant to be a construction guy? That would get cut in his hand and get, like the look, cut in his here, cut right there. You see that cut here, cut here, and look at this. I smashed my finger. I don't know if you can see it or not. I smashed this one. Barely can move it. And look here, cut there. And I don't have a problem with it. I really don't feel the problem is while I'm working. I really don't feel any cuts until I go home. And I feel like, I got cuts. They got here and there, and so. Uh, I keep telling myself, what changed the course of your life from being accountant, ride a nice car, going to work, and have a nice clothes on and everything, to have a guy here coming to work, to construction guy. He jump over the roof, crawling in our crawling area, changing this, doing that. And then when I said, when God use you for His purposes, helping people that need help, Allah always put people in your way. Believe me or that, or believe it or not. But always you have to believe, and you have to be always think positive. Believe me, our Creator, He did not create us to suffer. I promise you that our Creator didn't create us to suffer. The suffer situation this moment because just the greedy people, they want to have all the money. While one person on earth, has almost 800 billion. If he spend, literally, they said, if he spend, almost $100 million every single day, he is not gonna finish his money till the day he die. And not just for him, this is for kids and his grandkids and his multiple generation. Why why one person has 800 billion, another one have 600 billion, and like 10 people on the earth, have more than 60% of what the earth was. Why? And when they talk about the charity, and so what kind of charity that would you all kind of make as a cat, or just give 2% of your wealth away? Wake up, every year, and just every year, just give 2% of what you have. A year, one single year, every single year. Just give 2%, to the charity, you know. But I don't know how they think, I don't know the way they're thinking, but just again, just um, again, I'm always gonna help people. I believe this way. This is why God changed my course, changed the course of my life from being a head of the company in Egypt to be an accountant in the United States, to be a contractor, general contractor, that will go there and help people and get grants and get fund and make a fundraiser and all of that and go just to help people out, and I'm glad, when Allah use you this way, or when God use you this way, when God use you this way, you have to be happy about it. Guys, I am dead serious here, guys. The how I can explain this? Um, I feel like everything, mashallah, tabarakallah, going smooth. You know, when I look at many times, literally, guys. Okay, many times I sit by myself and look at the resources and I look at the budgeting and look at the expenses and look at everything and tell myself one thing: how are we gonna make it? How this company is still going? It doesn't make any sense. So when I look at the numbers and I look at the resources and I look at the income and the expenses and everything, because I still love number. I still look at the problem, guys. And when you graduated as accountant, you look at every single thing, as numbers, as expenses, as income, as assets, as it will change your view about everything. Not just about you know sometimes you look at this and you say this is assets or liability, you know so it changed the view of what you're looking at the stuff at. So I look at the stuff and I said, literally, how this company keep going, how this company, it doesn't have a very very reliable income. What's up, Elite? Nice to see you here again. Guys, again, whoever watching me, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Love to see you all here. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for all the likes, the comments, the jokes, the arguing, the different culture, different language. I love it all. And the people from Mexico, ¿cómo estás? Bien, bien, bien. And Joe Mabel, you know, and uh, I think I got the other one. I think now in German it's Guten Morgen. Uh, uh, uh. So again, guys, we all here to support each other, and believe me, whatever you're gonna do to the charity, whatever you're gonna do for helping people, and don't wait anything in return, and do it deep in your heart. I'm gonna turn 18 next year. Do you have any advice? Absolutely, absolutely. What you think of right now? What do you think? You want to just make money? Or you want to make money and then build your own business? Or you want to take a career that to help yourself and helping people? What exactly you looking for? I didn't quite catch your name. What's your name? Elite, are you still there? Elite. Hello, brother. Okay, you want to be an actor. Okay. Let me tell you this, brother. You don't have to go to school to be an actor. Okay? If you believe in yourself and you feel like you can live inside the character and not just making like an actor, like you just doing it. You okay? Many times I thought I want to be an actor because many times I feel like I can dive in a character and do it the same thing, But you have to believe in yourself. But also, again, good. That's great. Okay, brother. There is every single year there is a lot of competitions. For actors. I don't know where you're from. Which state where you are. You are. Are you in the United States, or you're from Mexico, or from Asia, or from Africa, Europe? I guess right here. Oh, it's 2:51. I didn't even realize that. I enjoy my time with you all. I kind of forget the time while I'm talking to you. I'm from South America. Okay, South America, like Texas, or South America. I talked about Argentina, Colombia, Venezuela, Mexico. Which one? Because there is a Latin America, and there is South America. You're talking about Texas, Florida, California, uh, Arizona, Alabama, all of this considered South. But again, let me tell you this. Regardless, but um, if you believe you can be an actor, give it all what you have. You know what I mean? Give it all what you have. Practice. Put it online. Get a movie you love, character you like to be actor. Memorize this thing. Memorize it very well. ChatGPT now, or any AI, you can actually activate the mic and you can talk to them. Open a little YouTube channel or short, 30 second, okay? And also make the regular videos. Choose a scene, that's 3 minutes or 2 minutes or whatever. Practice it very well before you upload it, before you record yourself. Live in it. If it's angry mood, live the anger mood. Get mad. Get mad and feel it bad, and you like it's real happening to you. If it's something sad, gonna make you cry, get in the mode. Affect it yourself. Remember something that's really sad and makes you cry. You know, live in the mode very much. You know, and then record yourself and post it right there and try it. One, twice. Don't ever give up, and don't ever call yourself a failure. Because as long as you're trying, you're not a failure. The lady, she wrote a Harry Potter movie. She was poor as fuck, and she was not even can't provide the food for her, and she got refusal for 12 times. Harry Potter movies, or the serious books been refused 12 times. 12 times. So many people, they will refuse, if you got refusal, like if you're an actor now and you got go down your performer, okay? You perform somewhere and you got refusal. Boo! Boo! Thank you guys. Thank you for this feedback. That's mean I need to work more on myself. Work, get more, go next time. Hello, everyone. You all remember me? You guy, you remember me? Okay, I work on myself. Let's do it again. I'm gonna do that such a character and live in plays that music, live in a character, and say they tell you boo again. Boo! You didn't do this right. You didn't do. Thank you guys. I appreciate your comment. Thank you. Always take the feedback as a learning spot. When I do some jobs and the guy's telling me you done great in everything, sometimes I feel sad about it because I like the feedback about if I need to fix anything or I need to improve something. You know what I mean? So always, and never quit. But also, because you are 18 and you're gonna need an income soon, make the actor as a side hustle. But remember, uh, okay, what is your interest beside actor? I mean, like if you want to get a job tomorrow to work to make a money, that will live on it while while you're running after your actor dream. What it could be, you know, you like mechanical, you like working on trucks, you like to drive them, you like to, do such a community work. What's running in your brain right now? Besides, I know actor is one of the dream anybody, I mean, I want to achieve. Not anybody, because nobody can be an actor, and nobody can be a singer. And if some people, by the way, my wife, she has such a beautiful voice I ever heard in my life. West Philippines, hi, nice to see you, Rosh. Amazing. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. And guys, again, whoever watching me and then subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I'd like to have you here every single day. But here, guys, let me. Okay, let me tell you this. Okay, if you are a builder or you're gonna be doing building, this is a good income. Okay, especially if you're doing it every day, and do not overwork it. You know what I mean? And if you can work and while you're doing your building, can record and put it on YouTube also, so you have people that will follow in you, and then get the people excited. Hey people, how are you doing today? I'm gonna do some actor this evening or tomorrow or over the weekend. I'd like to have your feedback. Believe me, there's a lot of people, they'll give you a feedback. Many people in here, they actually inspire me to do my company. uh, uh, Nigarwa, Nigarwa Brian, how you doing, brother? Nice to see you here. Transmission? You looking for? Are you transmission? Is that transmission? What? Hi, Monique. How you doing, brother? Or Cici? I don't know. I don't have a job yet. I'm still learning. Learning is better. Best thing to do. When I start working in the field, I work for multiple years for a very 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 minimum wages, and sometimes I'll tell myself it's for sake of learning, for sake of learning, so you can do it on my own. And it start gaining, and you have to believe in yourself. If you want to be an actor, brother, if you want to be a singer, sister, give yourself a credit. Sing like it's you are only one in the room and give it all your own, you know like when I'm talking, and just even start doing, such a little dinging with yourself and record yourself and see what's missing. I know all of the singer right now, they're using tune up, they're using machines, to make their voice looks nice or sounds nice. You all know that all of them singing with machine. If you heard them in real without machine, bro, you say, what with the heck is that, you know why did the Prophet Muhammad, so Christ, have a living wise and Jesus stay pure and true? I'm not sure about your question, brother. Again, brother and sister, I don't know, but again, guys, when I don't consume, I don't have all the information in the world, but if you have questions that's been answered probably uh, 15, 20 million times, you will always find the answer on the AI and the Google. Brother, what I mean? Chris, what I mean? You know, brother. Okay. When we're talking about prophets, you know, uh, okay, Chris. When we're talking about prophets, and every prophet have their own, you really don't know all the prophets, because the prophets not just between Moses and between Jesus and Muhammad. There is a lot of other prophets, they've not been reported in there, because there is, since Adam and Eve, it was, uh, since Adam and Eve, it's a lot of prophets have been, God sent them to the earth to guide people, because since the creation of the people, and the Satan or the evil, said, he got mad because he wants to be the one, and he gonna, when God asked him to to kneel, for the human, and they said, I'm not gonna kneel, and he refused, his creator's order, you know, and he got mad at him, and maybe he think you a Muslim. And alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim, brother. I'm a Muslim, alhamdulillah, and I pray 5 times a day. And this is what's also make me connected to God. When you have somebody, you're talking to him 5 times a day, you know, you literally take everything in your chest and give it to him, and he will take care of you. You know, I'm born in Muslim families, but also, I also read, I read the Bible, I read the Torah. I started with Torah first, to be honest. I was so interested in Jew, you know, and I look at the Jew very well, and then I look at the Bible, and then I look at the Quran, and then I found it just like build up. You know, like steps from Jew to Christianity to Islam. And I want to look at Islam and just look. It's all connected at one. It is literally built up. So when you put the three books together, you'll find it like this is the final version of the first two books together. You know. So it's like how I can put this. How I can put this. And this here is Monique. Monique said, "What's prophets? What? Yeah, prophets. Our Creator sent us a prophet to guide us, to tell us, hey, you know, don't just to follow your thoughts and stuff. There is your Creator. You have to worship your Creator. And most of the people also think worship is just in a worship when you go to the church or when you go to the mosque or when you go to the temple or when you go to wherever you go. But actually, you worship your Creator while you're treating yourself, while you're taking care of your health and work out and being strong. When you're taking care of your family, your kids, your neighbor, your neighborhood, and your daily treatment with people. This is what our prophets Muhammad told us to do too. So this is Allah, and even in Quran. And also, what also make it Quran, very interesting. The stuff in there, you just found it today. That scientific uh, uh, truth, they found it in the Quran 1400 years ago. So how guy, that's actually that wrote it, or they pretend he wrote that book, no stuff 1400 years ago. Listen, brother, the problem is people don't read. You know, people they need something to follow. And the media, I don't believe in the media anymore. Anything that's been paid, they've been paid for a reason. Everybody will pay you money for a reason. Okay? And when it's come to the media and political and they want to control the people, you know, and you look at it this way, okay? Islam, one of the religions, that's forbidden porn, forbidden alcohol drinks, forbid pork, or yeah, forbid pigs, eating pigs. Uh, so let's just look at these three industry, okay? Porn, and also forbidden interest in money, and forbidden and what else? The gambling. Hi. So what? Give me some. So all of these five items, or just five industry, billions of dollars. It's not about good. It's not good. You know, uh, pork. It's you know I don't know how to put this, but go back and look at the pork. Yeah, I didn't say. I mean, pork smells great when it's cooked as bacon. It's really good. Or chopped pork or something. I smell it. It's great. And they found many truth about the pigs. Good and bad. Let's talk about the good ones. The good ones, they found the pigs. We can use the pigs as their parts, or their organs actually can be implant in human. And not just this. In the other part, when they look at uh, you know the way they eat, the way of their living, their lifestyle, the pig lifestyle. You know what I mean? So again, long story short, you know, I advise every single person: do not listen to the media, don't listen to me, don't listen to anybody. Just listen to your brain, your heart, your guts. You know what I mean? Believe me, your brain is connected to your heart, connected to your thoughts, connected to your sight, to your guts. Read, and what's making more sense to you, what's touch your heart and your soul and behave you, you know, is the one. Just take it. Read about Islam, and don't judge me. Read about Islam, and then ask me. There is AI, there is Google, there is, but if you live in North Korea, it's different. You might not have Google. You might not have AI. You might have not internet. With all due respect to the people in North Korea. But my opinion here, when you come and ask me about why your prophet done that or why your Islam done that, I don't have all the information. I'm here uh, to share my experience about how I transferred from being accountant to contractor to construction, and how I'm helping people, and how that affected my life and affected their life, and how we have to be good to each other, regardless the religion, regardless who you are, regardless the culture, language, the thoughts, the idea. If you bring two babies, one from United States and one from Russia, and you get these two babies, every one of them a few months old, and to play with them with toys, you'll find them, they're sharing the toys, they're laughing. But get two adults, one from Russia and one from United States, they'll listen to the media, and the media brain them or brainwash them. They might kill each other. This is sad. This is sad story. This is sad story. And if you're talking about why Prophet Muhammad was married that much, and so look at Jeffrey Epstein. What is wrong with Jeffrey Epstein, and why was getting all of this little girls, to be sacrificed, or all of this a child to get sacrificed, or all of this child to get kidnapped and raped by wealthiest people on earth. 3 million pages from Jeffrey Epstein stuff. That's telling you, find some people. They're different people. I don't like to talk about Jeffrey Epstein or his island, because I never thought one in a million years, somebody would actually do such a thing. My brain not function that way. you know this is 3 million pages of evidence of somebody being literally not just sex traffic, little child traffic, and all of this sacrifice, kill and eat their organs and stuff, and sacrifice them, to this, and why? God damn. Whatever, we're here to have fun, I'm still waiting for Hazel, but it's still 11:10, it's 20 minutes before my bedtime, I have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning. So again, guys, we're here to help each other. We're here to love each other. We're here to inspire each other. Anybody that have a good thoughts, got a good idea, anybody that asking for a device like Elite, he's 18 and he's looking. Uh, Again, guys, always look for the brighter side. Always look for the brighter side of the idea. Kellen, how you doing? So again, guys, always look at the brighter side. I don't want to say listen to the haters, because I don't like hate word. I don't listen to them. People don't agree with you sometimes, because when you get success, they will agree with you. Yeah, man, I just thought. Yeah, we were supporting you. Yeah, you were really supporting me, but really, actually, supporting you is the feedback. Your company didn't do this right way. That will give me a very strong feedback. It's like that feedback, like a problem detector. When you found the metal detector or gold detector or palm detector, whatever is detector. This is the same feedback as the detector of your problem. you know Take that feedback, analyze it, take the good for you, throw away the trash from it, whatever trash was that the feedback, improve yourself. you know how. Listen, guys, for example, my company being open in October 2023. When I told the people about my idea, about my vision, about helping the community not dying, about helping people in rehab, helping people with the past record to be self-sufficient, to help the community, help the people who has no income, and providing a quality work for low prices. When a lot of purchases with the low prices was gonna make us a good income. Many people said your company gonna fail, your company gonna just shut down. You're not able to make work. But In October 2026, I'm gonna complete 3 years in business. And still 3 years is still a baby. But again, long story short here, thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for everything in here. I love you all. I love to have you all. Elite, thank you so much. Keep up with me. I will support you, in every single way I could. Anybody here, we're looking for support to each other. Don't just look at the religion side, or don't look at the color side, or how I look, or the way I talk. Again, we're here to support each other mentally, physically, emotionally, in every single way. So again, guys, I really feel, my eyes start burning. I think I really need to go to bed so bad. uh, I don't know why, but I have a lot of stress today. I have a lot of work to get done today. And I still have more to do. I have tomorrow some work also, and I have some doctor appointments. So it's kind of still a little bit busy way, and still have a lot of email to send tomorrow too. So and also, I have to start making resources for the equipment over the weekend, and it's a long, 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 long thing to do. But again, thank you all for your support, for your subscription, for everything you guys have done to me in here. And I like to have you here every single day. um, Again, guys, you all have a good evening. And anybody here wants to count down before we hang up? I know Hazel sometimes to count down, but anybody wants to count down to close the video? I'm out. I'm literally out. My eyes is burning, and I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep talking to you all. But anybody wants to count down, so we can finish up the video for tonight. And again, guys, anybody here, need help, need support, we're here to help each other, to support each other. And again, guys, we're here to have fun too. We're not just talking about dreams and visions and ideas. We're here to have fun, to joke, to everything, in here. Make our life easier in each other, in every way. So again, guys, love each other. Show love. That smile front of the people. You'll know or you don't know. That smile will change a lot of the attitude. So always. Oh my gosh. I was muted? Oh my goodness. Anybody can tell me when I was muted? Oh my goodness. I was talking to people and we didn't hear you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're kidding me. Oh, that was a good one. You're serious? No, 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 no. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no. I was talking to the guys there. No way, no way, no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. I'm gonna go back to the video and here. Oh my, I was muted. I think because I'm start. But go ahead and ask question, brother. We didn't hear you. Oh, it's you. Oh, guys, again, guys. I was gonna end the video. I thought everybody here. Oh my gosh. Again, guys, here, Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that. Guys, again, here, we're here to help each other. We're here to support each other. We're here to laugh also. Oh my gosh. To laugh, support each other idea and thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and like and share. I'm here for 365 days of serious videos of. Cannot believe I've been muted. Oh my gosh. Again, guys, we're here asking your question. You need to ask, talk about everything, just laugh and have fun and enjoy. And oh my gosh. You, oh, you changed your YouTube name? Call me Ishaq Isaiah White YouTube. Oh gosh, it was funny, hilarious moment. It being caught by Sam 8398 and also KII. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. Last thing you said before muted was no way. Are you serious? No, 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 no. No, brother, no, 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 no. You're kidding. No, you're joking. No, no. That was like beginning of the no, no. Oh my, no, hell no. Then I should just went to bed early today and forget about all of that. No, man, no, 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 no. I'm gonna no, no. I got you. I know better. No, I know. So, guys, here, again, guys, all people new in here, don't forget to subscribe, to share, to like. I like to have more people in here to have fun, to joke, in every single way. I'm not just talking about in here. We're supporting each other. Way I like to see one of you, successful or have their own business or successful and get a better place. I would be so thrilled, to find a way to help you all. And I'm trying, and I promise you all, I will do my best. I have a couple guys from Canada, they're having a little bit troubles. I'm doing my best to help them. I have the guy also from Pakistan. Yeah, he's a 45 years old, and he kind of have multiple plates in his legs, and he's not able. He kind of disabled, and he's asking for stuff for Ramadan and stuff. So any guys, asking for, or from Pakistan wants to help him, I can put you in touch. But I will try to, I'm trying to help him in that way too. Myself, I'm gonna help him, on my own too. I'm just trying to figure out the way to actually send the help, and inshallah, Allah will put me in that way. Again, guys, we have in here about 1 minute left. So everybody, thank you so much for support. Thank you for the idea. Cannot believe I've been muted for a little bit by mistake. I don't know, maybe what I was moving, my hand got in the screen. Oh, I cannot believe that. But again, guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for likes, the share, the new subscription, the everything you have done for me so far. Tomorrow I will try to do a morning one if I can. If I can't, then I will do it in the evening like this. And I wish if YouTube will leave us alone, we could watch a movie together and talk about it. But also, guys, I need you, somebody there, can figure a way we can do a broadcast. I can share people in here. We can put them in here in like a Zoom call, and we can actually see each other. If anybody has an idea, please share it out there in the comments. And I'd like to have you all. And again, guys, in the visit community there, I have my WhatsApp number. You can contact me, and I have my company number. I have all of this, guys. If you all need any contact me, any help, I will do my best to help you all, support you emotionally, mentally. I will support you in every single way. Again, guys, whoever new here, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like and share. uh, we're helping here each other, regardless the religion, regardless the color, culture, thoughts, everything. So thank you so much for having me here, and I wish you all wonderful evening. مع السلامة واشوفكم بكرة ان شاء الله. You all have a wonderful evening. وفي رعاية الله. مع السلامة. في رعاية الله.